It's Brian Rogers, and I'm here with Anthony and Quinn, and
Power Ranger Anthony.
Power Ranger Anthony and Quinn. And on this video, we're going to do one of my famous, fast, quick, crazy barbecue coleslaw sandwiches. How's that sound, you guys?
Sounds good.
All right, we're going to do it right on this video. Okay, here you go. I thought it'd be really fun if I brought on Ken's son, who is Power Ranger Anthony, on the end down here, Power Ranger Anthony, and my son, Quinn, who are friends. They've been playing, what have you guys been doing? Playing some video games?
Playing Smash Bros.
Nice. So I told them you need to come in here and cook now. So they're going to cook us some lunch. What do you think about that, Ken?
I like it.
We're going to do some crazy plant-based barbecue sandwiches. All right? Have you had plant-based barbecue before, Anthony?
Yep, I think so.
You have. Have you had plant-based barbecue before, Quinn?
Of course.
It's amazing, right?
It is.
Okay, so we're going to do a whole meal for you from scratch in real time, and Quinn and Anthony are actually going to do the majority of the work here, and I'm just going to supervise, which I love to do. So Anthony's
cut our fingers off.
Okay, let's make sure, and we can do that because you know what I got here. I got some knives over here. So we're going to do this from scratch. Anthony is going to be in control of the recipe, and Quinn and I are going to do the prep and the cooking. But we're going to do all of this literally from scratch, the coleslaw and everything. We're not going to buy coleslaw at the store and buy things at the store process. We're going to make from scratch. So here we go. The first thing we're going to do before we start in the coleslaw is have you guys ever seen dehydrated soybeans before?
Never.
These are dehydrated soybeans. I know I don't eat soy a lot. We don't eat soy a lot at our house. But when we do, like when we really want like a barbecue kind of a chicken sandwich or something like that, we can use this. You can find these on our website. They're just a whole soybean. It's non-GMO soy. And again, we don't use soy a lot, but when we do a sandwich like this, it's really quick. A lot of times we'll smoke these, but today we're just going to pan fry them and do a real quick lunch. Sound good, Quinn? So the first thing we need to do is we need to dehydrate those for about 10 minutes.
Hydrate.
Or hydrate. Hydrate them for about 10 minutes. Thank you, Ken. We need to hydrate those for about 10 minutes. So to do that, we need to cover them in water. Or if you're on the East Coast, water. Or if you're in Mexico, agua. So whatever you want to call it, we need to cover
jokes.
those. Yes.
Dun.
So let's cover those up, Quinn. Just pour some water over them. Just until like they're kind of covered. And you can also do this with like vegetable stock or really any liquid. And we want to just kind of put them down in the water there. The water, and in about 10 minutes, those are going to be ready to go. So we're just going to let those go. By the way, those are not edible. They look like little pieces of really good, like little pieces of chicken. They're not edible like this. You have to dehydrate them, and they have to be cooked first. So
Dehydrate them.
yes, hydrate them again. See, Power Ranger Anthony's keeping us in line here, like you do, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the first step? We're going to make some coleslaw.
All right.
Anthony?
So, 1 head of purple and or green cabbage shredded, or packaged pre-shredded cabbage, but we're not doing that because we're making this from scratch.
You know how to juggle? Can you juggle one?
No.
Okay. So we have purple and green cabbage that we need. We're going to build it in this bowl. Now, I'm going to use this knife because I think it's the best for cabbage. I'm going to do the cabbage real quick, Quinn, and while I do that, Anthony, why don't you tell Quinn what the next ingredient is, and I'm going to start on this cabbage, okay?
Next ingredient, Quinn, is 1 carrot shredded.
1 carrot shredded, which we are actually not going to do carrots, and why are we not doing carrots, Quinn?
They hurt my throat.
They hurt Quinn's throat. Quinn has a carrot allergy. So normally you would put a carrot in it, but we're not going to do a carrot, although I brought one just to show you. So we're not going to put a carrot in it. So go on to the next ingredient, Anthony.
1/2 cup of your favorite plant-based mayo.
All right, so your favorite plant-based mayo. Do you know what our favorite plant-based mayo is?
Let's see if they can do it. I mean, I have the answer. She's right here, so.
Is it?
No cheating, Quinn.
Well, Quinn, which one? Do you know what it is?
Well, I kind of cheated.
But do you know what it is?
Hellman's?
Mm-hmm. So here's the funny thing. Quinn knows this story, and I told this story before, but Anthony, you don't know this story. I was at And let me show you what we get. So let me grab it real quick out of the refrigerator.
Quinn's laughing, I think, or before you.
See, this is Hellman's vegan mayo, right?
Mhm.
And I was at the store, and we're in Corona time, and I was in the store, Anthony, and there was one bottle of mayonnaise left on the counter, on the shelf, and I was like walking this way towards it, and there was this woman walking towards it at the same time, and I could tell, like I saw the thing in her eye, and I knew she was going for the last bottle of mayonnaise, and I was going for the last bottle of mayonnaise, and we were both like kind of at the same time, and I beat her there, and I grabbed the mayonnaise like this, I had it in my hand, and you know what she did?
What?
She reached and she took it, take it out of my hands, Quinn. She reached and she grabbed it out of my hands from me. And I was like, what the hell, man? Hellman? It's Hellman. Ba-da-da. Pretty good joke, okay. So, we still need the mayonnaise.
Why?
All right, so what else do we need in the recipe, Anthony?
All right, so
Here's the cabbage, all right? So mayonnaise, Quinn, go for it. How much mayonnaise do we need?
1/2 cup.
Plant-based mayonnaise, we're using Hellman's. So that's a 1/2 cup, I've already measured it.
Okay. You just put it in.
Yep, just put it in.
Schmirk and have it clean measured.
Here's a spatula too. You might want to use a spatula. All right, what's
That's
next?
Bob.
What's next, Anthony?
All right,
I
let's
think
see here.
it's
2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar. All right, so 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar.
I know where that is.
It's right here, Quinn. I already got it out.
Oh.
Right there. You know what this is called when you lay out all your ingredients that are all pre-measured?
No.
You know what it's called, Quinn? It's called mise en place. It's a chef's term. It means to organize.
So do I dump this?
Yep, dump that in. There's your apple cider vinegar, and here's your green cabbage. All right. So what's next, Anthony?
1 tablespoon of lemon juice.
1 tablespoon. We know what to do on that. Lemon juice. So we're going to use fresh lemons. We're just going to squeeze the lemon in there. You can also do this. You can make your sauce separately as well. If you wanted to make your sauce like in a separate bowl and then mix it later, but we're trying for a fast lunch, so we're going to do it this way.
Okay, now we gotta make lemonade after this.
Okay,
Not
we'll do
really
that.
making lemonade.
All right. So what's next, Anthony?
All right, let's see here. 1/4 tablespoon of Fool's Gold hickory smoked salt.
Yum. All right.
That
A fourth.
specific kind.
It is. The reason that specific kind is we're not going to smoke our. We normally will. Yep. Grab that, Quinn. Throw that in there. So we normally would smoke our soy, but today we're just going to pan fry it, and we're going to use the hickory salt to kind of get the smoke flavor into it. Don't use liquid smoke. Use like salt or actually a smoker, but today we don't have time to use a smoker. A lot of people always say, well, I don't have a smoker, I don't want to smoke, or can I do it fast? I'm going to show you how to do it really fast. It's not as good as smoking it in an actual smoker, but it's the next best thing. It's going to be amazing. So we got the salt in there. What's next?
All right. 1 tablespoon of fresh cracked pepper.
Okay. 1 tablespoon of fresh cracked pepper.
Specifically fresh. It has to be fresh.
It
people.
does. So this is a pepper mill. Gwen, you actually have to take this off like this.
You have to, yeah, you
Yeah. Where's the top on it? Let's see. There you go. We're going to put some pepper, so just turn that really hard, really good. Very good. Have you ever used the pepper mill?
Yeah. But how much goes in?
Oh, a little more. About like that. That's good. All right. What's next, Anthony?
All right.
By the way, we'll have this recipe for you on our site right with this video.
That's 2 tablespoons of Fool's Gold Demerara sugar.
Oh, Demerara sugar. So we're going to put some Fool's Gold Demerara sugar in there.
Or if you don't, if for some reason you don't want to use Fool's Gold, the Fool's Gold version, 2 packets of spread.
Sweetener or stevia or monk fruit or whatever it is you use. We try to use the least processed sugar possible, so we use Demerara in this particular one. Okay, next, Anthony.
And for the last ingredient, 3 tablespoons of Fool's Gold Original Barbecue.
Yep, that's the secret ingredient here. So 3 tablespoons. So let's go.
And if you don't
One.
do this, you will ruin the dish.
Yes, 2. Thank you, Anthony. 3. So that's probably pretty good. So now what we're gonna do, look at this. How good that looks. We got it all in there. Check that out, Anthony. So now, Quinn, let's give that all a really good mix. Mix that up really good. See, you can make your own coleslaw from scratch. You don't have to buy like that nasty stuff at the store, although it is pretty good. But if you're going plant-based, you're never gonna find plant-based coleslaw in the store. It's always gonna have like milky, other ingredients, things. This is cabbage that we cut up literally off the head. It took us like, what is it, like 5, 8, 10 minutes so far? So it's just really quick. That looks really good, Quinn. All right?
You like my mixing?
That looks excellent.
I mean, hey, if you're faster than us, then maybe, and especially since you don't have to, especially since you have to say step by step.
Take a whiff of that.
Mmm.
That smells good, doesn't it? So we're gonna throw this in the refrigerator while we do our sandwiches, and then we'll have this back out here in a minute. So, Anthony, while we do the sandwiches, which we're gonna do on the grill here, so Quinn, we're going to light our grill.
Fire!
We're gonna put that on high, and we're gonna take look at this. See how all that water's gone now, and it's a lot bigger than it was before? They are rehydrated, not dehydrated, rehydrated. So what you want to do is, I'm going to go ahead and just take this water off of here real quick. And I'm going to hand you a couple paper towels, Quinn. We're going to lay these out on some paper towels here. Just lay them kind of right here. Yeah, just maybe a little bit, yeah, about like that. And I'm going to turn this over. Whoops, that's okay. So what we want to do is just kind of get some of the moisture out. You don't have to get all the moisture out of it, but we want to get some of the moisture out of it. So kind of lay this over the top like this. Cut that off. Then we're going to just kind of get some of the moisture out of it like that. All right. And then I'm going to show you something really, really cool.
And the importance of getting the moisture out is why?
So you want to get the moisture out. Otherwise, everything it's all like when you go to eat it, it's all like gooey and nasty and slimy, and we don't want that. Unless you like slimy barbecue sandwiches. Does anybody like slimy barbecue sandwiches?
As far as I know, nobody.
Okay, I don't think so. Maybe the slime man.
Now, comment down below if you like it.
Good point. Good point. Comment below if you like slimy barbecue sandwiches. All right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull this pan over here. Kind of starting to get hot. And let's dump that into the pan here, Quinn. Let's just kind of dump all that into the pan, just like so. We're just dump it all in there.
Sizzle.
Right. Listen to that sizzle. All right, we're going to put that on. And we're going to let that cook for a minute. The other thing we're going to do, put a little pepper on that. All right, so Power Ranger Anthony. This is going to take like 2 minutes to cook or so. Why don't you tell us about your YouTube channel?
Channels, actually.
Okay, tell us about it.
All right.
You've got an open mic.
On my main channel, Power Ranger Anthony, I do Pokemon card pack openings, Let's Plays, pretty much whatever I want. And then on my second channel, Power Ranger Anthony Plush Edition, I make a bunch of adventures with my plushies, and I think they're interesting, and I have been putting a lot more editing effort into them lately. Because my dad edits on the main channel, and I edit on the Plus channel. So I have the free version of the editing app that he uses.
So when we say Power Ranger Anthony, like what's that mean? I know when people go to your site, they're going to understand what that means, but tell them like what Power Ranger Anthony actually kind of looks like, what it is, how it came about.
So basically, as far as I can remember, I love Power Rangers. I love Power Rangers, and I watch YouTube a bunch, and I was like, I should make a YouTube channel and call it Power Ranger Anthony, because that's kind of my nickname already. And then Power Ranger Anthony was born into the existence of YouTube. And then I just did whatever I wanted to there on the channel.
What's one of the big things you do, though? What do we travel and do?
We interview Power Rangers at Comic-Cons, and that's how the whole channel got started. That was the first video was an interview.
That's pretty awesome. And so I remember one particular Power Ranger that I met last year. I think it was Brendan.
Brennan?
Yeah. He was in Denver last year, and also around the same time, I also remember the Comic-Con. I think it was down in Colorado Springs. Was that last year? Or
Last
the year
year.
before?
Yep, last August.
Tell them what you got.
Ooh, boy. I don't know how I'm trying to blank here. I honestly don't know how. I got a gigantic that fits in my chair T-Rex Zord cosplay.
Yeah. And who got that for you? How'd you get it?
Magic wheelchair and helped build it.
Yeah.
And then I was just asking a question at a Power Rangers panel, and then some St. John comes into the room and presents the chair to me, and I'm like, what the heck?
And Magic Wheelchair is Power Ranger Anthony's charity of choice. It's one of his main ones he loves to support. And at different Comic Cons, he has like little toys, Skylander toys that have been donated. That for a donation, all that money raised from that goes to Magic Wheelchair. So when you stop by his table, when Comic Cons are back up, those things are there. He has prints that are available that specifically raises money for Magic Wheelchair, and then he has his other prints of his other cosplays.
And plus, who doesn't like Skylander?
Because we're about giving, right?
Yeah, and Magic Wheelchairs is an amazing foundation for sure. And I didn't get to be there. I was planning on being there for Colorado for that, but I didn't get to see it. But I watched it by live stream. I watched you get that whole thing by live stream, and that was pretty awesome.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
And save your comments about not liking Skylander. Because I know somebody out there is going to be like, Anthony, I actually don't like Skylander. Just save it, okay?
So Quinn, what do you like to do? So tell them a little bit about what you like to do.
I like to make music.
Yeah, and so let's hear a little bit about that.
I don't know. I like to do it. I'm on all platforms.
Mhm.
Star Quinn. StarQuinn.
Yeah.
That's about it.
And tell us about your music. What kind of music it is? Do you
I don't know.
write your own music?
I do
record
write my
your
own music.
Mm-hmm.
I know I just make all kinds. I collaborate with other people to do the instrumentals, but I mean I've gotten pretty good at it.
You're really good at it.
Yeah.
He's really good at it. So Star Quinn, check it out. We got two superstars here, man. Like usually like it's my channel and it's like I'm doing things. Like I'm overshadowed today, man. I'm getting crushed
Even
today.
though you have way more subscribers than me, but
Yeah, but we got a lot of star power in
Yeah,
the kitchen
let's
today.
change that.
But let's get back to what we're trying to do today, and that's eat some barbecue sandwiches, right? So, what I did, I just want to tell the audience real quick, you've been watching, I added a little bit of Fool's Gold sweet potato rub to this. So we've kind of got this cooking in the pan here, and what we're going to do is you want to sear this so you kind of start to see it turning a little black. See that, Anthony? How it's kind of starting to turn a little black like that? So it kind of starts to turn black a little bit. Almost looks like a piece of like seared chicken, kind of.
and you want to see steam.
So once that starts to happen, you want to turn the heat up almost to high, and we're going to take some Fool's Gold barbecue sauce, and we're going to pour this in, and we're going to really try to caramelize that on the soy. So we're going to do that, Quinn, and I'm going to let you keep doing, just kind of get that all stirred in really good there, Quinn. And while Quinn's doing that, I'm going to start to get the sandwiches ready, Anthony.
Nice.
So we're going to lay some plates out here. I have, look at these rolls. Don't these look good?
Yes.
I have 2 rolls. These are from City Bakery. They're gluten-free vegan rolls from City Bakery here in Denver.
Are those pretzel rolls?
Yeah, they're like little pretzel rolls. Gluten-free, vegan. So we're going to lay those out like that.
And the reason you're here is probably because you're vegan, so.
Yeah, vegan or plant-based, or you just want to lose weight. Like I lost do you know how much weight I lost, Anthony?
How much?
140 pounds.
My God.
I lost 140 pounds, reversed 6 life-threatening. I had liver disease last year. And I don't have liver disease anymore.
Well, that was a TMI.
You know how I got rid of that?
Because you became vegan.
That's where I started eating correctly and eating good food.
Well, there's bad stuff out there for vegans.
There definitely is.
Don't get
We're
it
not
twisted.
doing any of the bad stuff on this show. We're only doing the good stuff. So Quinn's got that going. That's perfect, Quinn. That's looking good. So I'm going to pour just a little bit of hot sauce in there too. Again, this video is going a little bit longer than it normally would, but that's great because Anthony got to share, Quinn got to share, and we're going to eat some good food. So
We shared what we do and stuff. So.
that's right. So Anthony, when do you go back to school?
I honestly don't know.
Do you think you're actually going to go back to school, or do you think you're going to have school from home for a while? Again?
The rumor around the street is we're going to do like half and half homeschooling.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's probably good, but I bet you'd rather be at school, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Quinn, would you rather be at school or at home?
School.
Yeah. How was it this year?
Drive me crazy.
Yeah. How was it this year for you guys doing school from home?
It drove me insane.
Yeah. I enjoyed having Quinn home for school, but I know you didn't really enjoy doing it, did you, Quinn?
I don't know. I don't know. It went faster, but it's just weird not like actually seeing people.
Yeah. So we're almost done now. We're going to get our coleslaw back out. How long are we at, Ken? How long have we been on this video? So
We're at 20 minutes.
20 minutes. We've talked. We kind of had a good time. We've made a whole lunch from scratch.
I mean, I've had a good time. This
Had a
is
great time,
Yes.
right? What's this tennis ball? Can I take a tennis racket and hit your tennis ball right here? I can't.
No.
Hey, have you ever seen the Nerf, the tennis ball gun shooter things? That
Yes.
those are pretty cool, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're for dogs, right? You shoot tennis balls for dogs, and the dogs go run after it. But Quinn, how good are those?
But
The tennis ball shooter things.
oh yeah, you can put anything you want in it.
Yeah.
My friend were launching Gatorade bottles.
So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a secret touch today, just for you, Anthony. And just for you today. Do you know what a Palisade peach is?
No clue.
All right.
Are these almost done?
Yeah, almost done. Keep going.
Well, the only clue I have is I have peach in the name. So.
Very good. So we have a new sauce out, Palisade Peach. And the reason it's called Palisade Peach is there's a little city in Colorado, almost to the border. It's like near Grand Junction. And it's called Palisade. And you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't use your teeth, but I'm going to anyways. In Palisade, Colorado, they have all these amazing fields. It almost sits on the side of this mountain, and there's like a little valley. And there's all these peach trees and kind of grape trees. And are they called grape trees? Are they grape?
There's
vines?
a
Grape
lot of
vines.
wineries out there.
But there's peach trees, and they have a certain kind of peach that they grow there that's really distinctive, and they sell it at farmers markets here in like Colorado, and they're called Palisade peaches. And I was able to get peaches from a farmer in Palisade to make this sauce.
No.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So now we have Palisade peach sauce. The reason it's a special for me to open this, they're only good at a certain time of year, and I can only get so many. So when I use this, it's for some special people.
Nice.
So we're going to take this. These are almost done back here. I'm going to add some Palisade peach into this real quick, and we're almost ready to go. We're almost ready to go. So here's what we're going to do. That's my friend. I have a guy, Justin Wilson. He was like one of the very first TV chefs, and he's from Louisiana. And he was like this older guy, and he was like the first really good personality. Like he was an older guy, and he used to always say, instead of "Let me tell you what I'm going to do," he always say, "Let me tell you what I'm going to do." What do you think of that?
That sounds funny.
And then he would eat something if he thought it was good. Instead of saying, "Oh, this is so good, this is amazing," he would say, I guarantee. Well, you like that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I think that's about right, Quinn. That looks good. All right. So I think we got this ready. I'm going to bring it over to the camera. Look at this, Anthony. Look at that. Can you smell that?
Holy smokes, literally.
Yeah, literally.
Literally,
Look at this.
smoking.
Look at that. That's crazy. This is enough to feed like 20, 30 people. I make this for homeless shelters sometimes and go feed. I can feed 500 people with these, with maybe like 3 times this. I can feed about 500 people small little like slider sandwiches. And these are good. This is good on you can make nachos out of this. You can make tacos. You can put this on pizza. What else have we put this on, Quinn? Can you think? What else have we done? burritos.
Everything.
Yeah. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this and we're gonna put a big old amount
I'm definitely putting this on my pizza.
right there. We're gonna put a big old amount right there, like that much.
Is this one mine?
Yeah. I'm gonna put that much on here, like so. Look at that.
It's smoking hot.
Yes, it is. So we're gonna put a bunch on there like that.
It's the next thing smoking.
Yes, it is. And then, you know what we're gonna do next, Anthony?
What?
Got our sandwiches. Check this out.
Oh my god.
Yeah. But it's not done yet.
It ain't? Oh yeah, we forgot.
We're gonna take the
this
slaw.
Oh my god.
And we're gonna put it on just like that. Look at that. I guarantee. Put that slaw in there like that. I mean, come on now.
That looks good.
Look at that. Look at this. So, we did it. We're gonna eat now.
Yes.
We made, what was that, 25 minutes, Ken? 30 minutes?
25.
Quinn, my son Quinn, thank you very much for helping me today. Appreciate it. My buddy Anthony, thanks for helping me today, buddy. Thanks for helping me. Appreciate it. Push your head back up. There you go. My bad. So my buddy Anthony helped me today. So, what do you think? Are we going to eat now?
Yes.
All right, let's eat. Let's go.